Hello, Internet. It's me, Sarah-tonin, and I just got something in the mail. I'm super excited about. It's my first wig. My first, I didn't make it myself, and it's meant to be super costumey wig. This is meant to be like a throw-it-on, semi-everyday wig. I'll admit I didn't pay too much for it, so I'm a little bit on the scared side. But at the same time, the reviews seemed good and the pictures seemed somewhat legit. So, without any further ado, I give you Nayu. Yes, it's a great package. I think that the packaging is really sweet. It doesn't smell, which is an absolute bonus because you know how some of these things can go. Oh, it's a bit darker than I wanted, but there it is in the box. Quite lovely, I think. I'd say it has a really soft feel to it. It's not terrible. It actually feels pretty good. I got long wavy wig with bangs, so I went back in, tried to get a few more descriptors of it. Basically all I know is that it's just a clip-on wig. You don't have to worry about gluing anything down or whatnot, and that it's did I already say it's heat resistant? I think I did. So here it is. Absolutely lovely. It actually, wow, it feels really, really soft. I won't lie. Give me just a couple of minutes and I will be putting this on my mannequin. So let me turn this over to here. There she is. All right. So where's the bangs? There they are. Try not to get the bangs curled underneath here. And then get underneath the hair, grab the back, and pull back like so. This is a lot more difficult than I remember it being. Oops, there goes my box. Set that down right there. Get some combing done. Ah. Yeah, she a bit of a whoop. Oh, almost lost her over the edge there. Now I see why they put a pin in the top. Oh dear. Ah, that was almost scary. All right. Get on there, long wavy wig with bangs. I'm gonna leave this full video up raw, just so you could see someone who does not handle the struggle regularly knows what they're doing. I do not. Maybe if I... Oh yes, much easier. I remember now. That is a way to do it. No, it's not flat in the back. I also see now why people will put this on while they style it. There we go. I think that's good enough for government work. I think chance pulling on the back here a little bit more. Yeah, that's not bad. There we go. Now, I won't say that I'm absolutely in love with this hairline. This hairline, I don't know how well you can see. I am so sorry about the quality of video. The lighting in my house is absolutely potato quality and not really worth videoing in. Otherwise, I would be doing it more often. But my house is dark like a cave because that is kind of how me and my husband prefer it. But, oh, let's see if I could angle you down just a little bit further. There you go. Get her in the shot a bit better. Don't think I can. I think that's as good as she's gonna get, but let's give her a bit of a brush out here. They did say that shedding was going to be a thing with the wig, that it was going to probably shed the first time that you wear it, probably the first couple. Um, there was mixed reviews on tangling about how well it tangles and detangles. I think that just depends on the products that you use because, like, just like with real hair, it gets frizzy. If you use leave-in conditioner, whatnot, that'll help an absolute lot with that, from what I understand in no wigs. Now, I'll say this is brushing out quite lovely, very easy to brush. It's not tangling on me yet. It is getting a bit on the frizzy side, but that's just what hair do. I like the texture. The texture is quite nice. I would actually say it's about the same as the texture of my own hair, so that's a definite bonus. Now here's going to be the big trick. I have never actually put on a proper wig before, so you get to see me struggle. Yay! Alright. Now, since I dropped the box, there it is. This wig also comes with a very nude wig cap. It did not give me options for other skin tones or other color wig caps, but from what I understand, that can actually be fairly common. But that's probably one of the only things I wish they did add was a color difference, like something to match hair color a bit better. Skin tone, maybe. Let's see, did I get one or two? I got two. All right. Now, let us see if I remember how to do this, because I'm actually more used to just cutting a stocking, so I think I'm going to do that because I don't want to have to sit there and struggle with the wig cap. I'm just going to do it the way I know how to do it. Oh yeah, that's right. Over the pigtail, ponytail, over the top. It's been years, so please forgive me. Stretch it on over, tuck, tuck, tuck. It always looks funny until it's done. Get that where you want it to be. Make sure it doesn't go too far back like it's trying to. You want it to kind of sit just where you want the hairline of the wig to be, because you want the wig to kind of help you get that all handled. Now my hair is luckily long enough that I can just unicorn this stuff right underneath the wig cap. Just like that. Sometimes it stays, sometimes it doesn't, but you know what? I don't really care as long as it lays flat. And yes, I know what I look like. I look like a monster now. But let's see. First, you unhook these Doberman dogs. Come on. Sorry about the noise. I have neighbors doing neighborly things. I do live in an apartment complex, and there's only so much I can do. Alrighty. Now, if I remember correctly, you grab said wig by the front, like so, by the clips. Kind of place it where you want it to be. Make sure you tuck that clip underneath your wig cap. So take that clip right here and you kind of tuck it underneath the wig cap. It helps hold it in place. This one is still slipping. There we go. And then you just kind of flip it back. Alright, now to make sure that the back of it is actually covering the back of the head properly, which is one of my hardest parts. Like I said, I do not know what I am doing. This is my first ever regular wig. I have played around with cosplay wigs, but the way I build those, they're more like baseball caps that you slip on and less like actual wigs. That's just my preference because normally I don't like anything pulling on my hair too much. Okay. Now, for the brush out. some of my own hair. Nope, my hair is still tucked underneath. Good. I might have to play around with the wigs a little bit, and I do have some stray hairs in the front that I am not loving. There we go. This is probably what I would look like if I had a full head of hair, because like I absolutely love this. This is absolutely gorgeous. For what I paid, it's not bad. And you know what? I bet you after a good washing and a little bit of conditioning and of course a little bit of trimming, because the bangs are just a little too long, again, for my liking. Don't like anything in my face too much. But other than that, I think a few good solid brushings and wearing it around a little bit, and I think I will definitely keep this as an instant outfit. Oh my goodness, look at that. I know some people are like, I don't really love the length, and I'm like, how can you not love having hair that's like 10 miles long every so often? Yes, it's high maintenance, but it's a wig for a reason. You take it off to deal with that. Yeah, I definitely will have to figure out what to do about the bangs. But I want to get it looking good so I can go in and show my husband and get his reaction. And if I remember correctly, even when I was a teenager, I always liked kind of splitting my bangs like that, because I don't like having a sweaty forehead. Now, here's the trick. How does it look? I have my hairline too far back. Yeah, those bangs are definitely too long. Whew. So let's see if I could do something about it. Wish I could find my comb, but I seem to have misplaced it in the last 2 minutes. Thank you, ADD. Put these tucked to the side. You know what? I think I'll try to curl them. If like, I don't mind the length so much, it's just I don't like it being, yeah, this is shedding. I cleaned out my brush before I came out here. It is shedding a lot. Oh my goodness. Well, toss that over the edge. But yeah, I would say this is a win. How does it look from behind? Let's see. Now, mind you, this is actually shedding quite a bit. I have a lot of loose little hairs all over me, which is why I keep brushing it. I'm trying to knock all that loose because no one wants to deal with that when they're at a festival. But I think I have, yep, a new favorite, and I'm so glad I chose this one, the long and wavy. Oop, there's a knot there. The long and wavy. You know, because it feels like you could straighten it, crimp it, do whatever you wanted with it, really. It's just, there's so much of it. I absolutely am surprised by the volume of it, and I'm not entirely certain if that's just because they curled the hair there, but there is actually a lot of hair. This is quite lovely. Okay, I would say this is an absolute win. I will put the link in the description below on where I got it on Amazon. But yeah, this is my first unboxing video. This is my first time trying on a new wig. I also like to try on and do other sorts of cosplay things, so if any of you have any suggestions on what sort of video I should do next, or if you liked my video, please subscribe. I hope that you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I hope you're also able to find your own dopamine.